Okay, Mahindra has recently unveiled their off-roader SUV, the Thar. The new Thar looks modern and gets its inspiration from the Jeep Wrangler. It retains its boxy styling, but the body lines and the creases are minimal, so it looks much better than the previous generation car. The front grille might split opinion, but the rest of the design looks modern and well designed. Still, there are exposed door hinges, rear mounted spare wheel, and some unique touches which highlights the attention to detail factor. There are chunky 18-inch alloy wheels for the top-end model with massive 255/65 section tires. There is a latch to open the bonnet which carries the retro theme, and you get variety of roof options depending upon the model, which we will see later on. So coming to the interior, there is a 2+2 configuration standard on the LX, that is the top model, and you get 2+4 in the base AX model, but you can upgrade it to 2+2 in the base model if you pay some money to the Mahindra. There is no soft touch material in the interior, but everything you touch is tough and built to last. It feels solidly put together, and the dash layout too kind of reminds of the Jeep Wrangler. There is a 7-inch touchscreen in the center with all off-roading stats and the usual media controls. There is also a small MID in the speedo console with the plain looking dials. The previous generation Thar had hooded dials that look much better. The steering is picked straight from the XUV range, but it's not leather wrapped as it can get dirty while off-roading. There are media and cruise control buttons on the steering wheel. The front seats are well bolstered and offer immense support to any body style, and get premium fabric upholstery on the top end model. There is a grab handle for the passenger to hold while off-roading. Coming to the rear, there is adequate space for 2 adults, but the wheel arches protrude in the interior. Otherwise, the cabin is wide enough for 3 adults. There are no such gimmicky features in the rear. There are roof-mounted speakers and tweeters, but you do get complete open roof experience if you opt for the convertible model. So coming to the engine and transmission options, there is one diesel and one petrol model available. You get 2.2 liter M-Hawk 130 engine with 130 PS of power and 300 Newton meters of torque, with a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed automatic transmission, which is a torque converter. And talking about the petrol, you get 2 liter M Stallion TGDI 150 motor with 150 PS of power and 320 Nm of torque, with 6-speed manual or 6-speed automatic gearbox. The 4-wheel drive is standard, and you also get mechanical locking differential in the base and brake locking differential in the top model, along with the mechanical locking diff. In mechanical locking, basically when you lock the differential, there is a constant power delivery to the driving wheels. Like in this case, the Thar has the rear locking mechanical differential, which means when you lock the differential, all the power is sent to the rear wheels equally, which becomes a single axle, and it is helpful when you get stuck or in case you need the power to get out of tricky conditions. And on the other hand, in brake locking differential, the car automatically applies the brake to the wheels with least traction and sends all the power to the wheel with maximum traction. You also have the option of 4 high, 4 low and 2 high for the gearbox. In short, the 4 high or 2 high means the torque is available throughout the rev range with 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive, and the 4 low means the gearbox is in low range with all the torque now shifted in the lower rev range. This low range gearbox is used when you are stuck or driving in hardcore off-road conditions like through slush or hill climb. Overall, the high is opt for normal driving conditions and the low range is used for off-roading. So coming to the features, just highlighting, you get 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and built-in navigation. You get cruise control. You get off-road statistics in the infotainment system. You get tire pressure monitoring system. You get LED DRLs and LED tail lamp. You get hill hold, hill descent control. You get rear parking sensors, power windows, ISOFIX child mounts, and IP54 water drizzle resistant switch gears on the dash. So coming to the models, there are 2 models available. One is AX, which is the base model, and one is the LX, which is the top model. And I'll explain the details in the separate video what differentiate between the AX and LX model. So coming to the prices, the Mahindra Thar has been priced in between 12 to 15 lakhs ex showroom. And coming to the upgrade, you can upgrade the base AX version with some extra goodies from the factory. Like you have the option of convertible top or the hard top. You can have the front facing rear seats with roll cage plus ISOFIX mounts. You can have remote keyless entry and height adjustable driver seats. If you pay some money to the Mahindra, they can upgrade these 4 features to the AX version. And coming to the off-road statistics, the approach angle is 41.8 degrees, the departure angle is 36.8, the ramp over angle is 27 degrees, the ground clearance is 226 mm, and the water wading depth is 650 mm, which is plenty. So coming to the off-road features, you get body on frame constructions, you get independent front suspension, you get multi-link rear suspension, there is a 4x4 manual shifter with low range gearbox, you have mechanical locking differential for the rear axle, and you have brake locking differential for the front axle, and you get both this differential on the top end LX model, but you only get the mechanical locking differential for the rear axle in the AX version only. You don't get the brake locking differential on the front axle on the AX version, and also you get off-roading statistics on the infotainment system. So coming to the rivals, the Thar has only one proper rival, that is the Force Gurkha, which belongs to the same category. So what's my verdict on the new Thar? So the new Thar, unlike the old one, it can be used in the city and for those weekend off-roading. It looks modern and comes feature loaded. It also has the great off-roading hardware like the body and frame construction and the locking differential. It can be also converted to the fully convertible option, and there is space for 4 adults in the cabin, which makes it practical too. So it's a unique choice if you don't want the conventional SUVs like the Creta, Seltos, etc. And you must consider the Thar as it's an all-rounder package now.